Render could go above $350 and I will tell you why. Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Doug. In today's video I'm going to explain to you why Render could trade above $350 in the upcoming bull run. I will give you enough data so you can actually believe me, and I'm not going to talk too much and get straight into the point of this video. So the first thing I want to talk about is this major interview from CNN with Rosenblatt's Hans Mosselman. You have to listen to this carefully because it's insanely bullish for Render, and I will tell you in a few seconds why.
I think into the Nvidia GTC, which is in a couple of weeks. We like the story, and certainly into the year. What do you think is going to be announced there? Well, there's going to be a significant amount of depth, not just on the product side, on the GPU compute side of the equation or acceleration, but also on the software side. I think that that's an element of the story that over time is more important than the hardware, the software stack, the compiler technology. And I think that investors will realize that this is a soft IP play long-term on AI, not just hardware.
So you heard this right. He actually says that this is a software play, that is not a hardware play. But you might be wondering, if you don't know yet, what is Nvidia GTC? So basically Nvidia GTC is the world's largest AI conference in the world. It's literally the World Cup of AI. So basically Jensen Huang, the founder and CEO of Nvidia, is saying that you shouldn't miss this transformative moment in AI. And you don't know how big the players will be who will be speaking at this massive AI event. We got the Vice President of AI Research of Meta. We got the Chief Operating Officer of OpenAI, the fastest growing consumer app in the world. And of course, Google DeepMind's Director of Robotics and Scientists. But there's more bullishness for Render because we got Jules Urbeck, the only crypto founder who's actually speaking at the world's largest AI conference. He will discuss the roadmap of Octane Render and the Render network, and he will also talk about how OTOY, basically the mother company of Render, is working to help drive throughout Octane Render, Bridget, and the Render network. So I talk a lot about Octane X and OTOY, and a lot of people actually wonder, what does it have to do with Render? So basically, if you didn't know yet, Octane Render is the world's first and fastest unbiased spectrally correct GPU render engine, delivering quality and speed unrivaled by any production renderer on the market. So it's basically the world's best and fastest rendering software. And you might be wondering what this has to do with Render. Well, basically Octane X is with full support of Render. So Render is the first distributed GPU rendering platform, enabling artists to effortlessly scale their rendering jobs through the massive processing power available through decentralized GPUs. And now, of course, this was first for artist 3D rendering, but with AI and the GPU need for AI, they will be delivering for AI. But there was actually a bigger part of this video which you definitely don't want to miss out, and I'm going to show you right now.
And people realize that this is not just, a quick cycle. This is the mother of all cycles, we've been calling it, and they're the tip of the spear. And the software side of the business is one that probably could be about half the business by the end of the decade. So it's huge, and obviously that's all profit coming from royalties, subscriptions, and so on.
So you heard that right. The software side is actually that big that the software could be half the value of the industry. And Render and Octane X is the best rendering software in the world. So you might be wondering, how big can this industry actually be? Well, according to Qualcomm, the generative AI economy could be worth up to 7.9 trillion. So if software is half of that is almost $4 trillion. And people might be wondering if Octane X is really that big of a deal. Well, let me just show you the official Apple.com website. The MacBook Pro 3D rendering, faster rendering performance in OTOY Octane X. But that's not the only thing. The MacBook Pro 3D rendering Octane X, the iPad Octane X, everybody knows, even Apple, the largest company in the world, that Octane X is the best software for 3D rendering and will be the best software to be used for generative AI. There's a reason that the CEO of OTOY has been talking for more than 15 years because he's the best, and a lot of people on March 20th will realize that OTOY and Render is the #1 AI play and will be taking a huge part in this trillion-dollar industry. Like, you cannot fade this anymore. It's just too bullish, and once billionaires who will be attending this big event realize this, Render is going to the moon, and I've been calling it since 0.41. And you might be wondering right now, well Doug, how did you get that 350 number? Well, I'm going to explain to you that one in a sec, but first, if you want to buy Render, Bitcoin and over 1,000 cryptos with paying the lowest fees and getting up to $30,000 in bonuses and rewards for just depositing and buying crypto as shown on screen, just go to the top of my description and click on the partner Bybit link. Once you're at the partner Bybit link, be sure you see my crypto name or the referral code as shown on screen so you can get up to $30,000 in rewards and the lowest fees you will ever see on any exchange. So don't miss out on this. So now, when I do a price prediction, there's always two things I look at: the current market cap and the rank, because this is by far, in my opinion, the best indication on how high a crypto can be. So Render is currently ranked 35. So if we go back to a historical snapshot of November 2021, we can see that a top 35 crypto had actually a market cap of 6.5 billion. But of course, bull runs get bigger and bigger. So if we go back to the previous bull run of 2017 and 2018, we can see that a rank 35 had a market cap of 1.6 billion. So basically an increase of 4x. So what does this actually mean for Render in price? So Render currently is at a price of $11.20 with a market cap of 4.3 billion. A rank 35 crypto last bull run had a market cap of 6.4 billion. But every bull run, a rank 35 becomes bigger and bigger. So the next one could be up to 25 billion in market cap. This would mean a Render of $68 based on the market cap. But Render is going way higher than the rank 35. Top 10 is coming, and the reason why I'm saying this, since actually rank 106 will be the same. It deserves to be a top 10 crypto, just like Nvidia is a top 10 crypto and currently even sits at rank 3. And this is even the most spectacular thing about Nvidia. No, if you take a look at the 5-year performance, it's up 2000% or 20x or $1.8 trillion in market cap, and it's still going on, and people are predicting, just like Hans Mosemans, that it's going to 1.4k. So this will be way higher, and this is a reason how I think that Render is actually worth $350. So in the bull run, the total crypto market cap will be at least $7 trillion. So the AI sector will account for at least 10% of this, amounting to a market cap of 700 billion. So the current AI sector has a market cap of only 20 billion, so it's basically nothing. And Render has a market cap of 4 billion, which means 1/5 of the total. So this means that Render could be programmed to a market cap of 140 billion, which is 1/5 of 700 billion, or a price of $350. For the people who think this is crazy, nobody would have expected that Nvidia rose 1.8 trillion in the last 5 years and became the rank 3 stock and is actually heading for rank 1. People have to realize that GTC has billionaires attending, that the CEO of Render is the only one attending at this event, and that OTOY, the software, is the best software in the world for 3D rendering, and Apple even knows this. So yeah guys, it's so big for Render, and if everything goes right, this prediction of a $350 could actually come true. Of course, never marry a price, take out profits, but this is the reason why I think it can actually go to $350. So I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Be sure to like if you did. Also follow me at TheRealDog on Twitter to know when I talk about Render or extremely bullish Render things, so you will be ahead of the game. Also click on the screen right now if you want to know when to buy Render for maximizing your crypto gains. And of course, YouTube, until the next time.